man. All right. Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Mountain Mojo here. I want to talk to you about the Greenbrier River Trail. My experience of the Greenbrier River Trail in West Virginia. What a beautiful trail. I highly recommend this trail. Um, we parked at Caldwell and we took it all the way to Cass and then back to Caldwell, obviously. So Caldwell was like, I think, mile marker 3, and Cass was mile marker 80. Just, wow, what a beautiful trail. I just can't stop. I was so impressed. I don't know. I just was really impressed with this trail. It's well maintenanced. Has 2 tunnels, plenty of campsites. What else? Some had porta pot bathrooms. Some had shelters. Some of the campsites they're not real big. I mean, so they had like some 4x4 square tent pad things, but other than that, there was plenty of them though. There was plenty of campsites. What else? The town of Marlington was cool. That's around mile marker 56. So they would have a couple coffee shops, a restaurant, bar, and some other stuff. Let's see, what else is there? So by the way, the 2 tunnels, they're not real long. I mean, even if you didn't have a light, I think you'd be okay. But it's always good to have a light anyways. What else? Let's see. Seabird, the town of Seabird. Well, it's a really tiny town, but there's a seasonal store right on the trail, so you can't miss it. It's right on the left-hand side if you're heading towards Cass. They sell supplies, snacks, even have some bike equipment, even like spare tires, and so they got drinks. They make sandwiches. They have a little patio out there. They sell beer, but you can't. They don't allow you to drink it on the porch, so you have to take that to go. But anyway, what else is there? So that was mile marker 45. Then again, you had, so mile marker 45, and then the next town, Marlington, was at mile marker 56. And then after that, your next main town is going to be Cass. So if you carry enough water, you'll be okay. I mean, if you're going to start in Caldwell, you should be all right. I think now mile marker 25-ish, I think there is a gas station or something, but you have to go up the hill to get to it. I don't recall the name. My 2 buddies rode up to this. They said they had to ride up the hill. So it was around mile marker 25-ish or something like that. But yeah, I highly recommend this trail. Again, the trail itself, it's like crushed hard gravel. Even if you have the thinner tires, you should be okay. The only rough part of the trail was where they was doing construction, which is basically right outside Cass. So other than that, I mean, the trail was just, to me, immaculate. Plenty of river access. Again, the shame that the water was so low in a lot of spots. So if you like to get into the river, you're not going to be able to swim. I mean, at least not at the parts that we've seen. But yeah, next year I'm definitely putting this back on the bucket list. Now Friday and Saturday we camped in the same spot. Mile marker 55, which is a big open field, baseball field, and some other stuff. But there was a pavilion down to the left. So when you went down in there, you go to the left, there was like a circular pavilion, and then it's close to the river, which the water was low, so it wasn't, it wasn't flowing. So anyway, but we stayed there Friday and Saturday night, and it was fine. The other folks that I was with, Thursday night, they stayed at like mile marker 9-ish, and then 3 of us rode home Sunday, and one of our other friends, she stayed one more night and camped out like around mile marker 4, or maybe back to the same spot, 9, I don't know. It was one of those mile markers over there. But the campsites look pretty cool. Again, they're not real big, but I think there was one that might have been bigger than most of them. Most of them are small. Most of them are really small. Again, a few water pumps, but again, I think you'll be all right. I would look. I mean, if you're one of those who has to drink constantly, drink, I would definitely carry at least 4 to 5 water bottles. I don't know, and then when you hit your next spot that you can get, just refill them up. But yeah, what a beautiful trail. Now, the highlight for me on this trail was, I love the tunnels. I mean, it's always cool to go through tunnels and stuff, but what I saw was 3 cubs, and then I finally saw a mama bear. So I didn't really get a good video on that because when I stopped, I had these trees in my way, so I couldn't really get a good angle because I could still see mama kind of looking back at me, making sure that I wasn't going to be a threat. But so I tried to get what I could, and I moved on. But yeah, that trail is just outstanding. I was really impressed. That's definitely one of my top 3. I'll say that we did the North Bend Rail Trail. I'll go into that one later on. And then before this trail, before Greenbrier, I was a couple of days before Greenbrier, I was down at the New River State Park Trail. And that was pretty cool too. And that was well maintained, and rangers, the rangers are on it. They were on that trail too. I didn't see any maintenance or rangers or anybody on this trail. But definitely the New River State Park Trail. They were out there. So anyway, but I highly recommend this trail if you can try to make it before it gets too cold out there, and it's seasons. I think was it October? I think Cass might have to look and check their website. Cass, I know they shut down. I don't know if they shut down in October or did they shut down in November, but definitely get out there and get on this trail. It's just beautiful. Just a beautiful trail. All right, well, that's my input on the Greenbrier River Trail. If you get out there, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope this little bit of information helps. If not, Google it, go on some websites, and